Domestic violence remains a pressing issue in Trinidad and Tobago. This from Minister of State in the Office of the Prime Minister, Ayanna Webster-Roy. During debates on the Domestic Violence Amendment Bill 2020 in the House of Representatives today, Minister Webster-Roy revealed that in 2017 there were 1,099 domestic violence reports. In 2018, there were 1,244 reports, and in 2019, there were 1,058 reports. For this year, as at April 2020, there have been 134. She also shared figures for those who have breached protection orders.
Data coming out of the Crime and Problem Analysis Branch of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service revealed that for the period 2010 to June 12, 2020, reports on breach of protection orders across the 9 divisions of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service totaled 2,664.
Minister Webster-Roy said the amendments to the legislation are necessary to deal with the scourge of domestic violence in this country. She added that it covers all aspects, even attacks that are recorded and posted to social media.
Over the last few weeks, I have noticed an alarming trend on social media where instances of domestic violence are shared to serve as entertainment for the depraved. Just last night, I received in my inbox a video of a man being beaten by a woman while children looked on in shock and adults laughed.
Under the legislation, children 16 years and over will be able to apply for a protection order on their own behalf. While she agreed that domestic violence is a challenge for this country, Member of Parliament for Kumutu Manzanilla, Christine Nawalo Hussein, questioned whether legislation and harsh penalties would really solve the problem. As she responded to Minister Webster-Roy's contribution, Mrs. Nawalo Hussein said laws do not bring about change.
But the laws do not bring about change. The laws only place penalties and hopefully protection. There have always been protection orders, but those protection orders really fail to protect all persons who have been abused, not just women.
She said counseling must also be offered to the abusers and not just the abused.
The reason being is for the perpetrator. The only way we can change the mindset of someone is to get them to understand that there is a behaved or perceived behavior that is not in tandem with what is required in our society. We need help. We cannot just leave the situation or leave the onus. The onus cannot be left up to the perpetrator to get help, because then he may not be able to get help. And so I think that we ought not to remove this amendment.